All right, good morning, solar YouTubers. I just found out I could use a light. I did not realize that. So, the system is charging, as you can tell, and that's what we're looking at there. So, let's see what's charging at. Yeah, we go to no solar coming in, of course. It's 30 amps at 837 watts. So, I always put it there. That's my setting. Started about 7 this morning. I want to say it was up and running. Let's go look at the information here. I forgot I had. We can do this. I go to analysis. It takes like 20 years for it to load up. Well, good morning, solar YouTubers. This is Tuesday, October the 29th. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning, and that's the cat. She wants to drink out of the faucet. Little cat. Okay, so we have to go and we have to select the grid kilowatts. So it started around 4:30 this morning. So it's been going for about, if it started that, so we hit the 1,400 watts, and it dropped down to 1,000. So it just kind of wavered on and off. So it's getting less and less. Well, not less and less, but battery power's about the same. So, according to this, it started to kick on about 4:43. It's 8:16 right now, so you're looking at almost 4 hours. It's taking to charge all those batteries. So, I know it is what it is, right? So, I put my charger on it last night, and I cooked breakfast with the New Wave, and I brewed some tea, and that's where we're sitting at. So, and then this is the weather we have today. It is rainy outside, so no sun today unless it clears up. So it's been a typical day. I mean, this day's been normal the last 4 days. So one thing I am learning, if you're going to go off grid, I knew you need storage. I knew you need about 3-day autonomy storage. I knew that. That's nothing new for me. I know, and then I know you need solar. You gotta have enough solar coming in. I mean, all that is common sense for me. But what I didn't realize is the weather. Now I'm doing this, I'm more aware of the cloudy days, the sunny days, and all that. And I personally believe you have to have a gas generator. I mean, it's a must, because you can have a nice storage, okay, and you can have a 3-day autonomy, meaning you can run 3 days. Yeah, I can run this refrigerator and my fan and stuff for 3 days without having sun. But once you get sun, the point that nobody ever talks about this. I haven't seen one person talk about this. You don't need 3-day autonomy. You need a week worth of autonomy. You need autonomy, 10 times of what you use. The simple fact is, I'm going on 4 days right now. 4 days of literally, if we go back to my graph here, no one talks about this. No one acknowledges it's live. Let's just do that grid, take that grid off. Let's just do let's just do the solar coming in. Yesterday, I had no solar coming in. So the point is you need more. I want battery power. I want solar power. Okay. So I can easily go back on mine. I go back days on mine. This is something that's cool about this. Come on, come on. Okay, so that's the 27th. Let's go back to the last full day. This takes forever. So I'm going to go back to see the last really full day I had of solar, because 3-day autonomy is not doing it. 3-day autonomy will not do it. And as you can see, I'm not having a really good full day. It just takes forever to load. Okay, that's not bad there. That started around 8 in the morning. Okay, so that's pretty good. That is the 23rd. Let's see what the 24th holds. The 22nd should be the same. That's on 22nd. '23rd. 22nd, 21st. This is nothing on. Okay, maybe it doesn't keep that long then. Okay. Maybe it's only a week. Okay, we'll go back to the 23rd. The 23rd was on last Thursday. So we're going on almost a week. Almost a week without good solar. Okay, so this is the 23rd. The 24th, I mean, it was on and off. I mean, I did hit 368. That's peak, but it just dropped off. And 25th. So we're going almost a week. Tomorrow will be a week without really good sun. I mean, you see, it did spike. No, we didn't get nothing on that day. Very little on that day. So as you can tell, the 3-day autonomy is not a good standard. It's not good at all. Simple fact is, I'm proving it here. I'm gone almost a week without any good solar. Now, true, if I had more wattage on the roof, then maybe. But 217 there. That peak is 270. So that was 400 watts. So, if I have more solar up on there, it might go bring in more power, maybe half. So I need 1700 to come in for 3 hours. But I'm not getting that. I'm not even getting, a couple hundred for 3 hours. This is yesterday. My peak was 70. So that whole ideal of, I live here in Indiana, live here in the Midwest. And true, there are days where, we have sun for a week at a time. There's no question about that. 2 weeks at a time, you know what I'm saying? But to be really safe, I'm going on a week with no sun, barely no sun, no production. Not really. Hell, my Lucidity box hasn't been charged up in 3 days because there's been no sun coming in. So that's why I had to go to the battery charger. So the whole idea is, if you're here in the Midwest and our weather is night and day, it can be like this right now, and by 5 o'clock we could have a blizzard. You know what I'm saying? That's the Midwest. That's what we deal with. But I need more than just 3-day autonomy, you know. But you can have 3-day autonomy, but you have to have a gas generator. You have to have something to charge up your batteries when the sun is not shining, especially here in the Midwest. If you live up north, like Wisconsin and Minnesota and all that, you know, it's probably even worse up there, especially in the wintertime. But I just want to make this clear that the ideal of a 3-day autonomy here in the Midwest is a bunch of BS. It is. It's a bunch of BS. I'm showing it now, and we're in October. A couple weeks ago, we had some beautiful sun. I was producing more power than I had 416 watts at one time. And a few hours later, I had 414, I want to say. So I was producing more. It was colder, but it was nice and sunny. Not a cloud, like for 3 days in a row, I want to say. Not a cloud in the sky. Sunny from morning to evening. But then a week later, you know, for last week, I've gone this. So you definitely need some kind of backup plan, some kind of way to, yes, you have a 3-day autonomy. Yes, I'm only using 40% of my battery right now, and I could, you know, not charge it at 60%. The way the VEVOR does is charge it at 60%. I can just wait on it. But I have it charged at 60%. When it gets down to 60%, then it charges, because in case the power does go out, I want my batteries to be at least topped off or close to it. So that, or I can just run my generator for 4, 5, 6 hours to charge his batteries back up. You know what I'm saying? And that's a question in itself, because last time I tried to use my generator, it threw a code on the VEVOR saying that the output is too dirty. True, I just found out that you can go into settings and you can change it from the grid to a generator, and I don't know if that can fix that code. But if you go into the booklet itself, it tells you warning codes. It tells you the warning code. Well, not warning codes, my fault. Let's go into the settings itself. Settings itself tells you. Let me get through the settings. That's 3 here. Code 30. I'm not code 3, but input 3. You got the generator. I didn't have that. But it says, because generators are unstable, maybe the output of the inverter will be unstable too. So this warns you of the possibility of your generator putting out dirty a waveform. So I gotta check that out this weekend. I'm gonna let this run down and then run my generator and see. I don't want to do it during the week. When I come home, I don't want to mess with anything, not if I have to. So that's the top up of it. I had top out off. That's not going to get charged today at all. Showing you it was full when I started running it. That display down there is almost at 80. That's at 86. The bottom one does get used first quite a bit. So, well, that's it, guys. Well, you guys have a great morning. And this is we haven't really had rain for a long time. I think a month, I want to say, maybe a little bit longer. But I don't want to work in it. So, all right, guys, have a good day.